What's it going to be, Jack? It's Saturday, December 20th, and you are in the jungle. 10 games on tap in the association. I've got them all for you. Every single one of them. Right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to the show. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. I'm going to break down all 10 games in the association, give you a side or total and player prop for each one of those games. I'm also going to leave 2 links for you in the comments section. The first link is to my $5 favorite play of the day. And for just $5 and no further obligation, you get my best NBA bet of the day text to your phone. Yesterday's play was Jalen Johnson of the Hawks over 22.5 points. He missed, and he'll be dealt with accordingly. And as I promised the people, if you bought it yesterday and it missed, you get it for free today, the $5 favorite. So if you did purchase it, it'll be sent to your phone by 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The second link is to become a Jungle member. And as a member, for as little as 55 cents a day, 57 to our Canadian friends, you get my full betting card sent to your phone every single morning. You also get access to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me if you'd like me to opine on any other bet that you are considering placing. We have a free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. Today's video is brought to you by Outlier.bet, the top name in sports betting research, and by Red Lobster. Red Lobster reserves the right to refuse service to anyone who uses the phrase, "Come here, I'm a hugger." We were 2-2 yesterday with Jungle member bets. We hit Jaylen Brown over points. We hit Tyrese Maxey over points. We missed Jalen Johnson, of course, over points, and we missed on Dylan Harper over points. Our journey today begins in Denver with the game of the day. It's Houston, -1.5 at Denver, over under 235.5. The second and third best teams in the West locking up here. Third time they've played this season. In the first meeting, Denver won by 3. The Nuggets shot 53% in that game, which is 7% higher than their average. Houston shot just 44%, which is 5% below their average. Denver won the second game, also by 3. That one went to overtime. The Nuggets, again, shot above their normal field goal percentage, and Houston shot below theirs. One thing consistent in these two meetings, Houston out-rebounds them every single time that they play. These are too close. These teams are too close for the pendulum not to swing in the Rockets' direction today. I would take the Rockets on the money line, and I also like Alperen Sengun over 22.5 points. His last 5 games, he has a median of 28 points a game, playing 37 minutes, taking 23 shots. Remember, we use medians in the jungle with props, not averages. He always brings his A game every time he plays the Joker, whether it's international games or in the NBA. He had 33 last time that they played him, just on December 15th. 2 soft-bodied Eastern Europeans locking it up at the center position. Give me the Rockets and give me Sengun over 22.5 points. Boston -1.5 at Toronto. Over 224.5, over under 224.5. Boston playing better basketball than the Raptors at the moment. 7-3. Boston, their last 10. Toronto 4-6. These two teams just played December 7th. The over-under, this is interesting, the over-under was set the same line, 224.5. This one is. But Boston won 121-113, total of 234. Now, ordinarily you would think if two teams who just recently played this month went 10 points over their total, they would raise the line, but they didn't. That convinces me the books expecting a low-scoring game with these two teams. I would take the under, 224.5. Boston allows the least amount of points of any team in the Eastern Conference. They're very stingy, 111 a game. And Toronto allows the third least, 112.9 a game. So I would look for this game to stay under 224.5. Books think so also. And I also look for Peyton Pritchard of Boston to stay under his line of 16.5 points. He's under this in 8 of his last 10 games with a median of just 13 points a game. Dallas +2.5 at Philly, over under 226.5. Both teams playing pretty good basketball. They've both won 6 of their last 10 straight up. Philly's covered the spread in 6 of their last 10. Dallas has covered in 7. Sixers played yesterday. Mavericks were off. That gives Dallas an edge. Dallas also a better defensive team. And the Sixers haven't done well at home against the spread. They're just 2-7 against the number in their last 9 home games. I like the Mavericks with the points, and I like Cooper Flagg over 18.5 points. He's over this line in 7 of his last 10 games with a median of 22 points a game. He's playing 36 minutes and taking 16 shots a game. Pacers +2.5 at New Orleans, over under 234.5. Pelicans, don't look now. Those Pelicans have won 3 straight games, including a win over Houston. They've covered the spread in 8 of their last 10. Indiana has lost 3 straight, including a loss to the Washington Wizards. Indiana gives also the second lowest scoring team in the association. I really like the Pelicans minus the 2.5 here at home in this spot. And I like Jeremiah Fears of the Pelicans over 12.5 points. He's over this line in 80% of his games this season. If you're worried about him sharing shot volume with Jordan Poole and Zion in the lineup, don't be. He's over this in 6 of 7 games with both those guys playing with a median of 16 points on 14 shots. Charlotte plus 10.5 at Detroit. The over-under is 232.5. I think this is too many points to give a healthy Hornets team. As good as Detroit is, Charlotte has too many scorers to lay this number. Charlotte's covered this big number in 63% of games this season. Pistons have covered their end of minus 10.5 in just 32%. I would take the points with the healthy Hornets, and I would look at Con Knippel of Charlotte over 17.5 points. He continues to shatter his number, even with Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball back in the lineup. Last 5 games, median for Knippel, median of 28 points a game, taking 10 3-pointers and playing 35 minutes. Washington Wizards, bless their heart, plus 12.5 at Memphis, over under 230.5. John Morant out for the Grizzlies. I like the over in this game. Washington gives up more points than any team in the known galaxy, 126.4 a game. This is the first meeting of this season, but last year, both times they played, they went well over this total, including one game reaching 252. And I like Cam Spencer of Memphis over 14.5 points. With John Morant and Vince Williams out, this is Spencer's chance to shine in a starting role. He's over this line of 4 of his last 5 games with a median of 20 points a game. He's one of the hottest shooters in the league right now and has the best 3-point percentage in the league. Phoenix plus 5.5 at Golden State, over under 226.5. These two teams just played in Phoenix 2 nights ago. Suns won by 1. Both teams stayed under 100 points. I think Golden State flips that around today at home. Golden State a much better home team than road team. The Warriors are 7-4 at home, just 6-11 on the road. Phoenix also has a losing record on the road, 6-7. I will lay the points with the Warriors in San Francisco, and I will consider Steph Curry over his point total of 27.5. Orlando minus 7.5 at Utah, over under 237.5. Franz Wagner and Jalen Suggs still out for Orlando. Lauri Markkanen doubtful for Utah, probably won't play. I like the over. Utah scores and doesn't play defense. 4 of Utah's last 5 games have gone over this total, and the Magic's last 2 games have both eclipsed 240. And with Markkanen out, we look at Keontae George over his point total of 26.5. His last 3 games, he scored 39, 37, and 34 points. Portland minus 4.5 at Sacramento, over under 239.5. They just played 2 nights ago in Sacramento. Portland won by 1 point, and the total got to 267. I expect a high-scoring game again. I would go over the high total of 239.5, and I would look at Shaedon Sharpe of Portland over 24.5 points. He's seeing heavy minutes and volume, shooting 19 times a game over his last 5, and Jeremy Grant is questionable for Portland. I don't think he'll play. I don't know that for sure, but pardon me, he's got a sore Achilles tendon. He's been logging a lot of minutes, and they don't mess around with those Achilles tendons. No, they don't. So my guess would be Jeremy Grant doesn't play or is very limited. Expect more volume from Shaedon Sharpe. I'd go over his point total. And the last game we're looking at today, very fishy. Lakers minus 1.5 at the Clippers. Pardon me. Over under 229.5. Austin Reeves out for LA, but does that warrant just a low point spread of 1.5? I guess it does. Clippers have lost 9 of their last 10, though. Lakers have won 7 of their last 10. I would take the Lakers in the money line. I wouldn't overthink it. It seems wacky with such a short line, but Clippers are healthy. They have Kawhi back. They have James Harden back. So it's definitely not my favorite game on the board. If you're going to play it, I would take Lakers in the money line, and I would look at LeBron James over 22.5 points. The old bones heating up a little bit. Last 3 games, 3 of his last 4 games, he's had at least 26 points. Have a great day, Jungle Nation. Let me know your favorite plays of the day in the comment section, and I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.